Ladies and gentlemen, when you hear that sound, you know that we are in the Perfect Talk platform with Dr. Hlami. I am your host today and welcome. As we always say, this is your go-to platform where we bridge the knowledge gap when it comes to issues around agriculture. We talk about agriculture beyond primary production. We talk about agriculture beyond farming. Hence, we call it the perfect talk. Let me remind you again what perfect stands for. I'm sure you can tell already that P stands for policies, it's education and research. We talk farming and finance. We also talk extension and advisory services. Communications, it's one of the things that we speak about, including knowledge management, monitoring, and evaluation. But when you see this blue color, you know that it stands for technologies and trade. I've already given up what today we'll be talking about. We are talking perfect technologies. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to welcome in our midst a very good friend of mine, somebody that I have been following through in the past, 5 years or so, where he's doing anything and everything technologies in the agricultural sector. Let me welcome Dr. Benjamin Addom. Um, Ben, as we affectionately call him, welcome to the Perfect Talk with Dr. Hlami.
Thank you. Pleasure being part of this. I'm very excited to see how this goes.
Okay, who is Ben Addom? Who are you?
Thank you, Hlami. So my name is Benjamin Addom. I'm a Ghanaian from the Volta region of Ghana, and I grew up as a smallholder farmer
Okay,
under my parents, doing smallholder farming in the Volta region of Ghana.
okay.
So I experienced what we mean by smallholder farmer, where you wake up in the morning and struggling,
Mhm.
put something on the table, then you take your children to farm, do some work before, even going to school in the morning.
Okay, this is very interesting. When you are talking about it, you say you have experienced, the challenges of smallholder farming and all that. But here you are, many years later, you still work in the agricultural sector. So
Yes.
that experience that you had as a smallholder farmer, the challenges did not deter you from working in the agricultural sector.
No, no, no. So when I was growing up under my parents, taking me to farm and coming back to go to school, I became interested in agriculture.
Okay,
So when I went to school, I studied agriculture. So
okay.
I did my bachelor's in agriculture,
Mm-hmm.
and then I became agricultural extension officer
Okay, okay.
in order to help my parents
Yes.
address some of those challenges. So I was thinking that once I become extension officer, all the
Mhm.
problems are going to be solved. You
Okay.
know,
And
so
and
that's what I was thinking at that time.
and we are sitting here, the problems are still there.
They are still there. They are still there.
Okay. Yes,
Yeah.
and tell us, and what happened again from being an extensionist, what did you do next?
Yes. So after spending about 4 years on the ground
Mm-hmm.
trying to solve this problem,
Mm-hmm.
and it was not working. And the biggest challenge was the knowledge gap. How do I get the right information from research, repackage it,
Mm-hmm.
and get it in a language that my father, my mother in the village can understand? That was the
Oh,
biggest challenge for me when I was working as extension officer.
okay.
So I decided to go to and do graduate program.
Okay.
So I went to the US, and
Yes.
then I went to Cornell University to do masters in extension and training. And then
Okay.
within that, explore the role of information in extension and training.
I see. I see innovation here already. You are working, with your parents as a smallholder farmer, you see some challenges there, then you go and study extension because you want to solve the challenge. But as you are working as an extensionist, you also see that that is not sufficient to to solve the challenge. So you go a bit further and study further, seeking for knowledge and information of bridging that gap. I just see innovation in your life as you go. And when I started, knowing you, I didn't know you as a smallholder farmer. I didn't know you as an extensionist. I knew you as somebody who is playing a significant role in the whole information and communication technologies within the agricultural sector. Tell us a bit more about that.
Yeah. So Rami, before I get to that, I want to let you and the viewers know
Mm-hmm.
some of the stages of this smallholder farming that I experienced.
Okay.
So,
Yes.
so as we start talking about the technology, I know people will question: do you think this kind of technology can apply to smallholder agriculture in Africa? So
Yes.
we need to understand the context, right? So
Mm-hmm.
we need to know that the smallholder farming in Africa, where I come from,
Yes.
consists of small fields.
Okay.
They are small fields, from 1 acre, even half an acre, to whatever you can talk about.
Yes.
These fields are not, at one place. They are scattered all over.
Yep.
So if you are going to address, information challenge, you need to know where they are. You need to
Okay.
locate the fields. You know that they are scattered all
Yes.
over.
Mm-hmm.
You also need to know that the farmers, they take community approach. They don't work like in the US and Europe where I have my farm and I go around the West together.
Yes. Okay.
The other feature is the illiteracy is high. So you need intermediaries, you need an extension agent
Yes.
between, where the knowledge is generated,
Mm-hmm.
let's say scientific knowledge is
Yes.
generated,
Mm-hmm.
because we also have local knowledge, traditional knowledge, right? So
Yes.
you need an intermediary to repackage it. So that's where we bring extension agents.
Okay.
So those are some of the features, and it's difficult to come up with quality data when you are talking about smallholder agriculture because of all these features. Some
Yes.
you can take advantage of it,
Mm-hmm.
others have lots of issues.
Yes.
You need to understand what kind of technologies you need to talk about. So now coming back to, I don't know whether you want to have a follow-up question or you want
Okay. Yes. Before you do that, before you
yes,
before you respond to that, I know
yes,
that you also did a PhD.
yes.
Okay. So what did you? Because you started as an extensionist, you did
Yes.
your masters also within extension, but looking at that knowledge gap or
Yes.
information. And what
Yes.
did you do your PhD on?
Yes. So after my master's in extension and training, I proceeded straight to do my PhD in information science and technology.
I hear
You
you.
know, but the focus of that was within the agricultural innovation system.
I see.
What is the role of information communication
And
technology in facilitating knowledge exchange
okay.
in the agricultural stakeholders?
Mm-hmm.
We focus on developing nation, right?
I see.
That's what I did my PhD also in the US.
Okay, this is very interesting. And probably when we have more time to talk about technology, I mean education, we can pick on that because you study, you actually grow in the field by nurturing yourself and getting more information and skills. Okay, so let's go back to that question that I asked before. Yes, what as you describe, the context of smallholder farmers and the challenges that are there. What are some of the opportunities that you see, especially for technology development?
Yes. So after my PhD, I've
Mm-hmm.
been thinking, working with other stakeholders, partners on how do we actually harvest this potential of technology,
Yes.
especially information communication technology. And
Mm-hmm.
now we are talking about digital or digitalization.
Yes.
How do we harvest the potential of this
Yeah.
to the benefit of the smallholder farmer, where I came from, because I know the struggle that they go through. You know,
Okay.
so I've been working for the past 10, 10 years now.
Okay.
I've been working with a number of international development organizations. I worked on USAID projects in the US, then I moved to the Netherlands the last 7.5 years. I've been working, with 50 years, the Technical
Yes.
Center for Agriculture and Rural Cooperation, an EU-based, organization,
Yeah.
working with other partners here to explore the role of this innovation, technology, solutions, and services within the smallholder agriculture context.
Yes.
And we have supported a number of projects,
Yes.
all over the world. And
Yes.
over these years, I have learned, from the ground all the way through to research
Okay.
that you need to take a holistic approach to this
I hear you.
to
But
benefit the smallholder farmer and other stakeholders.
okay. Can you give us maybe some of those examples that that you have learned?
Yeah. So over the years we collaborated with a number of partners. CTA is a technical center. We don't implement projects ourselves. We depend on partners to do it. So
Yes.
we supported projects, where technologies are used to deliver extension and advisory services, provide market information, and capacity building. We bring the young guys together, the startups, train them in business development, and we work with policymakers and all those things. So we have learned that to be able to harvest the complete value of it, we need to take a holistic approach. So that is one big thing I've learned over the years working on this.
Okay, I want because I've been following you a lot, and I've seen you. You were making some presentations, and you also published some reports and all that. I just want to pick one slide that I picked in one of your presentations. Just give me a second.
Okay.
Yes, I picked this slide.
Okay.
Where you talk about D for ag.
Yes.
What is this all about?
Thank you, Hlami. The D4AG is digitalization for agriculture.
Okay.
That is the acronym, digitalization for agriculture.
Yes.
And I want to clarify here that it's not digital solution for agriculture.
Okay.
Digital solution or digital innovation is just one. We need to think of that's the holistic approach that I have been referring to.
Yes.
So I've been developing this framework to help, donors, policymakers, program implementers to understand the needs for us to consider it in holistic form, right? Instead of promoting just data, promoting just innovation, promoting just enabling environment or business. So this framework is under development. Okay. So I would like people to give me feedback as I work on it.
Okay.
If you give me 5 minutes, I can rush through.
That's fine.
I can take the whole day explaining this.
Okay, if you do it within 5 minutes, I think that will be great. Yes. So I'm sure we start with the support digital agriculture innovation. This part.
Exactly.
Okay.
So what that means, the first component is supporting digital agriculture innovation.
Yes.
And when you talk about digitalization, that is the first thing people think about. That's why I put it, number one.
Yes.
And you see digital solutions over there, then you see digital technology.
Yes, solutions and technologies.
So the innovation covers solutions and services and the technology.
Yes.
If you take the solutions and services, you have, solutions that provide support for production, market, finance, supply chain, and other things.
Yes.
But behind these solutions are hardcore technology.
I hear.
Like using robots, using blockchain, using AI, all those things support the delivery of the solution.
And the AI, for those people who are not familiar with this, artificial intelligence. Okay, yes.
So these technologies, those are just some examples. that are
Yes.
excited about it.
Yes.
So you need to think of how do we support this innovation?
Yes.
Who are those developing the solutions? What kind of
Yes.
technologies are behind? That
Yes.
is the first one.
Okay.
Second component is the data, the big data and analytics.
Yes.
This component, it determines the kind of quality content that you deliver to the users.
I see.
You know, the solutions
Mm-hmm.
from the innovation, number one,
Mm-hmm.
deliver content to farmers, to
Yes.
extension officers, to
Yes.
traders,
Yes.
policymakers.
Mm-hmm.
But without quality data behind the solution,
I
you will
hear.
send spam messages to people, you know, and
Okay.
they will not like it. So
Okay.
you
So
need to get a right quality. You need to capture data either through remote sensing technologies like drones and satellites and sensors to
yes,
capture the real-time data.
I hear you. So would I say it's? I know there's this expression of junk in, junk out. So whatever you put, it's what you get.
Exactly. So
Okay.
yeah. So if you don't get in the right data,
Yes.
you send a baggage,
Ye-
to
I
the farmers.
I hear you.
And then the farmers they'll say, what is it? It's not relevant, so I drop out.
Yes.
That's the other one. Then the second part is if I know you,
Yes.
I know what you are looking for, right? And then
Aha.
I can send you targeted messages.
I hear you.
So we need to know the identity of the farmer. We need to know where the farmer is located.
I
Be
see.
able to know the weather situation of the farmer, the agronomic information. So you need the identity of the farmer or the cooperative or business financial institution
Mm-hmm.
to be able to deliver targeted, customized messages.
So this is
That's
what
it.
you call. So this is what you call digital identity.
Identity.
I
Yes.
hear you.
You
Okay.
need to know. You need to know the individual to be able to deliver targeted messages
Okay.
based on the quality content that you develop, right?
Okay.
Okay. Then if you do all this,
Yes.
you need to start thinking who is going to pay for it.
Aha.
Either that's the third one, the business one.
Okay. So this
The
one.
third part, either you are a private startup,
I
you
see.
use your own savings to start the startup. So
Yes.
you are the one that is financing it.
Yes.
But if you don't look for somebody else to invest in it, after 2 years, all
Yes.
your retirement package will go. You know.
I hear
So
you.
you need to think first who is financing and who will be willing to invest. So that takes us to who pays for this service.
I hear you.
You understand?
Yes.
So that is the third component of the digitalization for our framework. So we need
Okay.
to think: is it the farmer, NGO, donors, input dealers? Who is going to pay? Otherwise, you will not see the sustainability of this solution from the top with data all the way down.
I hear you. I hear
Then the
you.
final component, the fourth
Yes.
one,
Yes.
is the enabling environment.
Okay.
You can have good technology, good solution, with high quality data, business. If you take it to Ghana or Kenya or South Africa,
Yes.
Zimbabwe, and
Yes.
the condition is not there.
I hear
The
you.
rule of the game, how to play it, it's not working. Your
Yes.
business will not survive.
I hear
So
you.
you need to think of the policies and
Mhm.
structure, literacy and skills, knowledge and networking, and all kinds of things around the first three components.
Yes.
So that is the enabling environment. You need to make sure that it works before your business can survive. And I talk about both digital and non-digital.
Yes.
Because you can develop the fanciest app
Yep.
to deliver market information or advisory services to farmers.
Yes.
If the farmer doesn't have, road to go and buy the input,
Yes.
then your advice is of no use to the farmer.
I hear you.
If the farmer increases production and doesn't have access to road to be able to sell the produce,
Yes.
then yes, you are going to put the farmer in debt, right?
I hear
So
you.
you need to consider both non-digital and digital enabling environment.
I
So
hear
if
you.
you take these four components,
Yes.
then you are thinking of digitalization of agriculture in the context of the smallholder farmer.
Okay. This is very exciting. And as you are talking, I see perfect at play here, because perfect is also a concept that looks at the holistic approach to opportunities in agriculture. You have spoken about policies. You have spoken about education where people get to know their capacities, but you also spoke about the research component, but you also spoke about the finance part of it, the extension part of it, and all that. Would I be right to say, as I look at this framework, there are different opportunities, entry points into the digitalization of of agriculture in this case. So a person can specialize, yeah, especially a person can specialize in different elements of this digitalization.
Exactly.
Okay, okay.
That is the message. The message is that you need investment in each of these, both human, material, financial. I'm not saying that one organization to take all these four components on its head.
Yes.
No. But when you are promoting innovation, you need to collaborate. You need to partner with others. You need to do it in tandem so that you don't just promote the innovation. If your focus is on data, understand that the data works with solutions.
I hear you.
Also understand that the data can drive business.
Okay.
And for this data to work, you need data protection. That's the policy part.
Yes.
So you need to think of all that together for it to work. So the opportunities are all there. And we should not take it, solely by each of these.
Okay, so we are rushing. I'm looking at my time. We are rushing. But there's one thing that you always say. I picked this. You are saying digitalization is a game changer. What do you mean by this?
What do I mean by this? What I mean by this is that the concept that I just explained.
Yes.
Okay, with the four components.
Yes.
That is the digitalization for agriculture.
Yes.
So what I'm saying is, if you take that concept with those four components,
yes,
and then you apply it to climate change, climate variability issue.
I see. Okay.
And you apply it to some of the challenges that we face with decreasing productivity by the smallholder farmers.
Okay, yes.
Challenges that we face with profitability of ag stakeholders, not only the farmers,
yes,
all those who are trying to make profit.
Yes.
Then the finance, access to finance, insurance, all those things, financial services.
Yes.
Unemployment issues within the agricultural stakeholder.
Yes.
The challenge of the young ones remaining in the rural communities.
Yes.
Trying to look for jobs, or that is driving migration from Africa to Europe.
Yes.
And then the exclusion of women from the key part of the value chain. The women are dominating the production. They are on the ground doing the farming.
We are
there. Now we exclude them at the higher level where they need to benefit.
I hear.
That's the exclusion part. So my argument is that if you take that concept, the four components, and you apply it to each of these challenges.
Yes.
If you apply it to climate, productivity from, if you apply from innovation, data, business, then we are targeting the agricultural transformation challenge in Africa.
Wow.
And that is where we are expecting things to happen differently.
Compared
to the current approach that we take, isolation. So that is what I meant by a game changer.
Okay. So I'm looking, I only have like 2 minutes to go. But lastly, I know there are people who are listening here, young people, old people. What would be that one key message that you want to leave them with in the context of what we have discussed so far?
The key message is digitalization.
Yes.
The game changer for smallholder agriculture.
Yes.
But before we can, harvest this potential,
yes,
we need global partnership.
Yes.
We need local commitment. We need our African leaders to take leadership and commit to this.
Okay.
We need to avoid duplication.
Yes.
And then we also need to learn from our experience. We have
Yeah.
lots of experts across the continent
Yes.
in agriculture and technology.
Yes.
We need to tap into all this
Yes.
and make this work.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you have heard for yourself from, our expert here, Ben Addom. This is what we have time for today. You know where to find me. You can subscribe if you want more of this kind of information. This is another pathway that people can enter into the agricultural sector, the technology pathway. You know where to find me. And until next time, God bless. Thank you very much. And thank you very much, Ben, for gracing the platform today.
Thanks for hosting me, Hlami.
Yes. Okay, there we go. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Okay.